think we're live. Are we live? Can anyone hear me? Thanks everyone for sharing the video. All right, so I need everyone to hit a like button, love button, share button, any kind of button you can. Let's get this shared so that we can get some people watching it. I'm going to give it about 4 or 5 minutes, get people joined in here. Looks like Scarlett's blowing up the love buttons. Brian's blowing up the like buttons. We got a spammer, magic money success. Stupid spammer, get off our live feed. You guys are silly. All right, can everyone see my screen okay? If you can see my screen, just write a comment. All right, so we only got 11 people. Gonna wait a little bit longer. Is my head shiny, Brian? You like my shiny head? Should I polish it more? Think I should polish my head more? Still gonna wait about 3 more minutes, let people join. Just in case you don't know, the purpose of today's video is to show how to create a Facebook lead gen ad. Pretty simple, won't be too long of a video. Can anyone hear me? If you guys can hear me, please call out. You like that? Brian, can you hear me? Creed. Okay, perfect. Michael's got sound. I don't know how close I have to get to this silly microphone for you guys to hear me. It's like little fireworks when people hit the like or love button. And then you guys got to remember that I've got about a 30-second delay. So you guys see what I'm saying and hear what I'm saying about 30 seconds after.
You want me to have them turn it down?
No, there's fine. All right, about 1 more minute. Ron, you guys need some time to get your people on here?
He's tagging everybody right now.
Come on, share, invite. I want to do more of these. I need some viewers in order for it to make sense. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. What I'm in right now is the Facebook Business Manager. I'm actually in the Ads Manager section of the Facebook Business Manager. I can't show you, but there's a Create Campaign button there. I don't want to show you because it's got a lot of private data that I don't want public. But you hit Create Campaign, and it's going to bring you to a screen that looks similar to this. You're basically going to, under the objective, you've got a couple different objectives. Most people are aware of most of these objectives. You got post engagements, local awareness, website clicks, app installs. The one that we're going to be focusing on today is lead generation. So it's under consideration down at the bottom. It's called lead generation. Basically, just give your campaign a name. I'm just going to name this Tacoby Lead Generation. Click Continue. It's going to bring you to your normal ad setup. So this is where you select the page that you want to advertise. If you've never done a lead gen ad before, you need to make sure to accept the terms and conditions of the lead gen ad. It'll look a little different right here, and it'll have a place for you to click and accept those terms. Very important that you do that, otherwise the ad won't run. As you're creating your ad set, this is where you're going to do your filtering. We're in Castle Rock, so I'm just going to filter down to Castle Rock. Just like normal, all this is just your typical ad creation where you can change your ages, your gender, your language, detailed targeting, stuff like that. I normally edit my placements. What we found, and this is one of the things that we've noticed over time of doing these, is that the desktops don't really pull many leads. Everything's coming off of mobile, so we disable the desktop and let it so that the ad runs on mobile only. Everything else I leave alone. The next section down is going to be your budget and schedule. We've been running lifetime budgets. I don't have the best luck with daily budgets. So we've just been basically running lifetime budgets, and I'm just going to set this to $50 for demonstration purposes. Then you'd set your schedule. So this is how long your $50 or whatever you set your lifetime budget is going to run. We're just going to set this to a day. So it'll run from the 25th to the 26th, 24 hours. Optimize for ad delivery, just leave that on leads. You want to make sure that your ads are being optimized to generate as many leads as possible. And you have a couple options. You got link clicks, but I leave it on leads. Bid amount, I leave that on automatic. I let Facebook start learning what the bids need to be. These lead ads are technically run off of a cost per impression or cost per 1,000 impression basis. So I just leave it on automatic. Facebook starts to learn who to show the ads to. Ad scheduling is really important with these, since customers are going to be reaching out, trying to communicate with you. You want to make sure that you're able to respond to them. So you just want to basically set them within your certain business hours. You just drag this and you can control when those ads will be displayed to your customers. So I'm just going to run this from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Leave my delivery type alone. If you did any you could also do some custom filters up here. I want to touch bases on that. This detailed targeting, I mean, most social marketers are probably going to disagree with me on this. They like to overanalyze things. I leave this wide open. Anytime I put any kind of income, in-market filters, any filters that I put on this list drives up my lead cost substantially. So I leave it fairly open. If we have a specialty vehicle like a Hellcat or Raptor or something like that, we may filter it down a little bit. But for your typical ads, we leave it pretty open. I mean, the difference in lead cost that we're noticing is about triple or quadruple the lead cost if you start filtering down your list. So once you're done with all your filters, your locations, your budgets, and all that good stuff, you're going to move to the next step, which is where you create your ad. We really have not seen a big difference between video or image ads. They both seem to pull pretty equally. So it's up to you whether you want to run a video, a slideshow, or a single image ad. Just for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to run a single image ad. Did it stop?
No, I still see it.
I don't know if it stopped yet or not. Um, okay, so we run a single image ad. Um, and right here, you can jump into free stock photos. So vehicle financing, and you just find some image that's related to vehicle financing that you like. These are all free images to use. Tend to like these a little better than stealing one off the internet because they're free and legal. Your headline. So you'll see the headline update over here. This is the headline right here. It's going to be just under the image. Then you've got your text, which is your normal message to the customer. I'm just going to put in some placeholder text because I don't feel like typing out the whole thing right now. I'll show you some sample ads when we get to the end here. Then your call to action is very important. We usually use the get quote button with the vehicle ads. We can also use the apply now if it's a special finance ad, or learn more if the get quote or apply now doesn't fit. I'm going to go ahead and use the get quote button. So you'll notice over here on the far right it changed to get quote. Then you've got your newsfeed link description. So I'm just going to put message and data rates may apply in there. You'll notice it comes just under the headline. We put that in there because our system is connected to a texting platform. So we just kind of want to make sure that's in there. Your display link is just basically, it really does nothing. It just shows a link down here. You can put your website or whatever you want. It's not clickable or anything. It's just a display link. And then down here at the bottom is where you start getting to the lead forms. So you'll see here, I've got this lead form here. I'm going to go ahead and create a new form. And there's a couple settings here. So you'll notice content and settings. I leave the form configuration alone. There are quite a few different options you can put in there. I leave those alone. You probably won't need to mess with those on anyone that's out there trying to create their own ads. You do have a welcome screen. The welcome screen is basically just a way for you to put lowest price. Just a little informational context screen before the customer gets to the form. I tend not to use these. We notice a drop off in the conversion because you've got an extra click for the customer before the form is submitted. So I always just toggle those off to avoid the welcome screen altogether. Then you jump into your questions. So basically questions are your form elements here. So you've got different form elements that you can ask for. There are some standard ones here that are typically pulled out of the customer's Facebook profile. So I'm going to deselect full name and I'm going to put first name, last name, phone number. You can get this extra information, and you can also add your own custom questions in here if you wanted to ask a specific question like, are you looking for a Ford, Nissan? What are you looking for? You can add some custom questions in here, and you can do multiple choices. The directions are down here on how you do that. For now, I'm just going to leave it email, first name, last name, and phone. Then the next section is your privacy policy. So you're going to want to put your privacy policy link here. And I'm just going to type ours in here. So I'm going to put in our that's the text. You can leave that blank. You really don't need to fill this out. It automatically has a default, but if you want, you can put Tacobi's privacy policy there. Now you do sometimes need to add custom disclaimers. So if you wanted to change this here where it says terms and conditions, you could change the name of that with the title. But you can also come down here and say, and any custom disclaimer, we normally would put our text opt-in disclaimer here. If you're doing a lease special or finance special, you may want to put those in there. Any custom disclaimer that you want to add is what you're going to add there. If you want them to explicitly agree to something, you can add a consent checkbox, which will force them to check that before they can submit the form. tend not to use those. Haven't really found a need for that. Then the last one is your thank you screen. All it is going to do is it's going to add this view website button down here on the bottom. So you basically have this view website right here, and whatever you put in this website link. So I'm just going to put our home page. Normally you'd put a VDP page or send the customers to your vehicle list page, whatever you want to put in there. That's where that's going to link to once the customer has completed the form. Then you just you want to make sure you give it a name. I almost missed that step. Test form for demo. So I'm just going to name the form. This is so you know which form it is. You normally want to give it a name descriptive to the type of ad you're running. So if you're running a buyback, you'd put vehicle buyback or something descriptive towards the name of the ad that you're running. Then you're just going to click the finish button here. And now you can see I've got my form here. I've got my ad created, and it's really is that simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place this order. And then on this screen, you could tell that we're connected to Tacoby. So Tacoby provides a text messaging platform that's integrated with Facebook and these lead gen forms, so that when the lead gen form is completed, it'll post to our server. But I'm going to go ahead, and this is where you would connect that. So far, Facebook has not made this edit button. Just takes you to like a FAQ page. I don't know exactly what they have in store for that yet, but I'm assuming it's going to allow you to control which endpoints you're pointing to for your lead forms. If you're not using a CRM or Tacoby or any connecting service, you don't need anything here, and I'm going to show you how to retrieve your leads in case you don't have a CRM or something that's connected to your lead gen forms. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue, and you'll see I've got my ad here. I'm going to go ahead and turn the ad off because I don't want to run that. But I do want to show you how the form looks. So if you come over to the preview here, and this is the beauty of the lead gen form. So this is the magic here. So customer sees your offer in their newsfeed. They would typically be on their mobile device. They see your offer here. They click this get quote button, and it brings up a form that has all their information pre-populated in it. This is why I bypass that welcome screen. I don't want the extra click. I want to go directly to this form. So you'll notice I'm still on Facebook. I have not left Facebook. And it pulled my email, my name, and my cell phone number directly out of my Facebook profile. Customer clicks next. There's the disclaimer. As soon as that customer clicks submit, there's a lead generated. They never had to go anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and generate a lead. And then you can see here the info has been sent to Tacoby. Tap below to visit the website, and then there's your landing page that you put in your lead gen form. So that's kind of the process on Facebook lead gen ads, how you create them. Now I'm going to jump into a little results here. I've got a report pulled up from some of our clients. I've got their names blocked out because I don't want to give away personal information. But you'll see here that this particular client has spent $5,900 this month. They've generated 385 of those leads at an average of $15.43 a lead. This one's $331, $14.40 a lead, $205, $19.37. Here's one for $8.87. These are all different clients that work with Tacoby. These are a multitude of different types of ads. So some of these dealers are running buybacks, some are running lease specials, some are running cost leaders, some are running used cars, credit offers. It really is a mix of all different types of ads, which are all going to have a direct correlation with the cost per lead. We're seeing the buyback leads come in at about $5 to $9 a lead. Your used car leads are going to come in between 10 and 15. New cars can be anywhere from 15 to 25. Just really depends on the type of offer that you're putting out there. But as you can see, this thing's generating leads like machine. So that's kind of some of the results that we're seeing, and the number of leads that are being generated. And then I'm going to go ahead and show a couple of different ads that we run. So let me get one of them pulled up.
Can you ask them if it's lagging?
It is lagging a bit.
So have you still?
Okay, so I know we're lagging a little bit, but so right here, yeah, I think we're lagging a little bit, so I'm going to let this thing catch up. Um, but right here is an example of a bad credit ad. Basically, just a bad credit, easy auto financing ad that we run. Then I'm going to show you an example of a buyback ad. This is an example of our buyback ad. So basically, you can use any for sale sign or old vehicle picture there. But that's an example of one of the buyback ads. Then I'm going to show you a net cost ad. This is a price leader ad. So this is a Hyundai Elantra for $13,877 net cost. That's an example of a net cost ad. And then I think I've got a lease special ad. So here's our lease special ad. Brand new 2016 Nissan Sentra S with no money down, only $149 a month. So this is an example of a lease special that we're running. You could virtually pull any kind of lead you're looking for. I don't care what kind of lead it is, it's going to produce at a cheaper cost. You can't touch it with direct mail, TV, or anything. Now the next step is, great, I got all these leads, how do I access them? So what you're going to do to access your leads is you go to your Facebook page that you're running the ads under. So I ran this one under the Tacoby page, for example. And then you're going to come over to Publishing Tools. And that'll bring you to a page that looks like this. And then down here, you're going to see Lead Ads Forms. I don't know why it's like that, but it's not, doesn't sound grammatically correct. You're going to go ahead and click on that. And then you can see all the different forms that I've created with different ads. Over here on the far right, you can see how many leads it's generated. So this is this particular form. I was a lead, so it's created one lead. And then you have to hit this download button. It'll download a CSV or Excel spreadsheet with your leads in it. The unfortunate part about this is Facebook does not notify you when you get a new lead. You need to come to this page and basically sit here and refresh it until you see that 1 change to a 2. When you see that happen, you download the lead. Unless, of course, you're connected with something like Tacoby, and then you would instantly get the lead. And what we do is when someone submits the form, we send them an instant text message. So the second they click the submit button, they're instantly getting a text message. Since this is my own webinar, I'm going to go ahead and take it as an opportunity to plug what we do. So right here, I've got one of our clients pulled up. So far this month, he's generated, and this is a client that's been with us. So I think they're in their 4th month, or ending their 4th month. So far, we're filtered from the 1st of January to the 31st. They've generated 343 leads. We've got 290 of them that we've engaged with, meaning our engagement rate, people that are communicating with us 2 ways via text messages, about 84.5%. We've been able to set 86 appointments, which is an appointment rate of 25.1%. This is our text messaging app that's integrated with those lead gen forms. This is pretty much what Tacoby does. And then you can see we've sent 20,956 text messages for this dealer this month. But that's pretty much the lead gen forms. I'm going to leave it open to questions. Scarlett's next to me, so she's going to help with these questions, and the feed might need to catch up a little bit. But does anyone have any questions? I can't see if there's any questions.
Not yet.
Anyone got any questions? Questions. I don't think we're to this point yet. Yeah, Kay, you actually, I think you're with Scott Hillsbury up at Rimrock, so you are already hooked up with Tacoby. So any lead gen forms that you create should automatically post to your Tacobi account. And I don't know if these questions are going to be very easy because of the lag here. So what I'm going to do is, if you have any questions, just email me, Jason@Tacobi. That's TECOBI, Jason@Tacobi.com. I'd be happy to answer any questions. And if you want to see how we can help you sell more cars, just text message "sell cars," and then I'm going to give you the phone number to send this text to. It's 855-614-8080. So 855-614-8080. Text message the word "sell cars" to that phone number, and one of our sales associates can help you out. Once again, me and Scarlett will be at NADA. We leave in the morning. We'll be at the PCG Company's booth, which is 1261, I believe. So stop by, see us, shake our hand. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share it. More shares I get, I'll probably do some more educational videos like this to help you sell some more cars.